It is 8 a.m. on Saturday, and I'm about to head over to the Foundry. The Foundry is this nonprofit that we have over here in Buffalo. It is a open to the public workshop. They got a carpentry shop, they got a 3D printers, they got laser jets, they got welding. This will be my third time going over there. The first two times I went there was to take safety classes, and after you take the safety classes, you're allowed to use the tools just however you want. A couple of months ago, I made my first cigar box guitar, and I did it all with hand tools. And I really liked it. I thought it was fun. I want to make a couple more, but I want to use the good equipment that they have down there, because I think I can do them a little better, a little cleaner. I got this nice piece of oak from my dad. He had it sitting in his shop, and my plan is to clean it up, smooth it out, and see how many necks I can get out of it. But it's pretty rough and untreated right now, so gotta see what we can do. So step one, I put it through this joiner a couple of times to get like a factory edge, quote unquote, on two sides of it, on a bottom side and on a short side. I ran the whole board through a planer a couple of times too. I didn't get any video of that, but then I did some power sanding over here. And look how smooth that baby is. Looking nice. Just for reference, that edge hasn't been touched yet. That's what the board looked like originally. Then I ran it through this big old table saw a couple of times and ended up with these guys. And these guys is going to be the next bodies for those cigar box guitars. So I'm back home, and day one was an awesome success. I got eight planks of wood out of it. 4 of them are 1.5 inches wide. 2 of them are a little under 1.25 inches. And 2 of the planks were just like whatever was left over, which was only like 3/4 inch. So I don't think I can actually use these as necks, you know, maybe for like a 1-string toy or something. But I figured I'd save it as, you know, corner braces for inside the boxes. Maybe make bridges out of them, something like that. I'll come up with some use for them. The other 6 are all between 1.5 inches, a little under 1.25 inches. Cut them at a couple different lengths. And I got a ton of bodies saved up. So this Christmas, I saved every tin of cookies I got. So those can be turned into little ukulele bodies or something. And when I told my mother-in-law that I had made a cigar box guitar, my wife's mom was like, "Oh, I have a box of cigar boxes sitting in the attic somewhere." I was like, "No kidding." So we found them. You know, like these are like nice wooden cigar boxes. This one's kind of cool. This one's, oh, that one's wood too. That one's got like balsa wood and cardboard. This one's also like balsa wood and cardboard. And then I have had this little box, this little wood box. I found this at a garage sale for like $1 one time, like 10 years ago, and I've just been using it to store like loose knickknacks in the music room or something like that. But I thought this would be really cool as a body for, you know, a little ukulele or something like that. And this nice box, which I got to come up with something cool to do with this, because this was one my mom saved. Her family home burnt down a couple years ago. And, you know, fires are weird. Like, some stuff just is totally destroyed and some stuff looks totally fine after it, house fires. And this was something that she grabbed out of the rubble there after the house burnt down. This really cool looking cigar box. So I hope that I can turn that one into a guitar also. Right there. That's going to look cool. These are going to be great. They are super smooth. They still have sharp edges, but I might get there's a router table over there at the Foundry, and I might round these out, even if I just take some sandpaper to them and just rough it out a little bit. They're not all the way finished. I'll end up putting some mineral oil or some stain on them too, just to make them look pretty. And the other thing that was awesome about it is it went so much faster. That I didn't think of. Like, I had those all cut and dressed and smoothed out like that within probably like 2 hours after I showed up from that totally rough cut piece of lumber. So, pretty cool.